Social housing is a gateway to success in life. When I look back on my home life, we grew up in a social house, but our house was full of love. My mother always made sure that we were incredibly well looked after. At a point where Dad died and there was no money in the household, without social housing, we would have had literally no place to live. If you really want to build a sense of stability, a basic starting point is that you're part of a community. So for me, I had that remarkable opportunity to have a place where I felt safe and secure, and a place I was very proud to call home. What we know from social housing is that it's actually a place where dreams are made and where people plot their lives, and that was the place where I first started walking around saying I was going to be Prime Minister of New Zealand. In the absence of social housing providers, we would have a huge number of young people that would never have any stability and any reference point in their life, because you don't actually have to own the home. You just have to have a feeling, I think, that there's a place you can go home to, that you'll have some tenure and longevity in it. When I was Prime Minister and we were in government, we were massive supporters of social housing providers because we saw them provide an anchor for families to be in the community. What you do know is there's a huge amount of demand, and if we're going to take the biggest step we can to helping the most number of people, no housing provider can do it on its own, and it can't do it solely with the government. It ultimately requires the rest of the community to say it matters to us that everyone gets a fair shot in life. Well, I think if we asked every New Zealander to support social housing, how could they do that? The simplest way actually is give money where they possibly can. And for everyone, because not everyone can be in that position to do that, it's be welcoming of social housing in your community, because what makes it successful is when we all feel like we're part of one community, not defined by who owns the house or how much it's worth, because it starts with home.